Hello and welcome back to Grim Survival. Oh, this is not a green screen. It's all real. There it is. It's over there somewhere. It's all real. And I'm answering messages. Yeah, sorry. Give me a second. Hey, if you can see me and hear me, give me a number one. That'll be helpful while I'm answering this message. All right, we'll get into that. All right, so Sunday. I hope everyone likes my new setup. I hope you can see me and hear me. Let me know if you can. This is a little bit crowded in this area. This chair's too low. It's still broken. It still, squeaks a lot. Yeah, it's loud. It's a loud chair. And yeah, I'm surrounded by food in this particular video. Food. And coffee. I should really put the coffee supply in this room. Maybe I should put the coffee supply in this room. Yeah. Think about it. But yeah, I am waiting to see if anybody is actually going to say something in the chats because it's not working on one of these screens. I have two screens right here, a microphone hanging above me over there. You can kind of see it in the frame. That's the microphone. And I'm trying to pull up an article I was just reading. MCM, there we go. DSP. How's it going? I'm trying to pull up this article I was just reading that was sent to me by Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for sending me this article. And yeah, I did not read it yesterday, but I was just reading it today. I'm not gonna be able to read all this because it'll just outright ban me. But I'll see if we can find it for you. This is the Hal Turner Radio Show article from that. I believe you'd be able to find it on their webpage pretty easily. Reporter Steve Hart from the New South Wales TV station. This is coming out of Australia. 10 News First reported to Australian viewers that today is the first full day of the New World Order, the NWO, as we here in the prepping community like to call it, the New World Order. As he dutifully reported, the lockdowns and the loss of freedom at one. Yeah. Moving on, let's get to the actual interesting stuff. Giving details about the new lockdowns for the criminal scheme to defraud, known as, the virus. We'll call it that. So giving details about new lockdowns for the criminal scheme to defraud, known as the you-know-what. So keep that in mind. Australian news is, let's just go into Australia for just a brief second here. In case you do not know, Australia is still locked down due to the pandemic. Still, many parts of their country are so locked down, more locked down than we have ever seen here in the United States. Unless you were a part of the Japanese concentration camps back in World War II, you might have seen something similar to what they're seeing in Australia right now. This has been going on since the beginning of this pandemic. They have been locked down. And when I say locked down, I have seen videos of people making Facebook posts that their government didn't agree with and police showing up and arresting pregnant women. Thank you, MCM and Melissa, for being here as mods and smashing the trolls. I will feed some trolls later. This isn't the troll feeding hour right now. We'll get to feeding trolls a little bit later. So trolls, if you can just hang out till later, that would be appreciated. And I do have it set. I believe I have it set to subscriber mode, where only subscribers can actually comment in here. Yes, I do. That's awesome. So you have to be subscribed for at least 20 minutes before you can make a comment in here. So that's helpful to me. Thank you, Sharon, and hello. If I'm looking down a lot, I got cameras down here. I am going to make a Patreon video. I'm actually not going to make a Patreon video. I'm going to do a live video right after this one, starting at about 6:45. So this one's going to run for about 45 minutes. That one's going to kick off for about 30 minutes right after until my dinner is done. So at 6:45, I'm going to kick off a Patreon and Gremlin only live stream. The Gremlins are the members of the channel. If you are interested in doing such thing, the button is below. You can click that and be a Gremlin and catch that exclusive live stream for Patreon and Gremlins. In that video, I'm going to be discussing some of what you see right here. I'm sure you can see some of this in the frame. And yeah, we're going to go over things like that. And I have a question for a couple people who are still in there. So yeah, be interesting. Yes. Mods, don't put up with it, because I haven't been putting up with it for about the last 3 months now, and I just instantly ban them. I just instant ban. It's insta ban. Yeah, it works out really well, and then I don't have to deal with them anymore. It's really dwindled down, I'd say, in the last about month or so. Now I'm only banning about one person per day, maybe about 4 per week, give or take, depending on I don't know. I guess if it's a full moon or not. I don't really know what brings trolls out. Anyway, there is a broadcast done by the reporter Steve Hart out of Australia, who is basically, in this article, he is talking about this pandemic and how much of a fraud it is and how it's being used to control populations. I agree. I've said it before. Disabled and Prepping. How's it going? Disabled and Prepping. That's a channel you should definitely check out. Sorry for dropping my phone. And if you would like Disabled and Prepping, you are welcome to be a mod over here. I'll hit the button. Just say yes or no. I mean, up to you. And yeah, what do you guys think? Are my ears lined up properly? I gotta, right about, there we go. My ears are lined up now. I have ears. I'm looking a little blurry on one of my screens. I'm wondering if my camera setting, it doesn't look blurry there, but it looks blurry on the main screen. So let me know if you guys are getting a fuzzy picture, because I'm not, and I shouldn't be. I'm going to try to do this with a touch screen. Let me see if I can do it. If I hit the wrong button, I apologize. All right, you are now a moderator, and thank you for being here. No, what? I just got an alert about stopping the spread. This alert comes from the Citizen app. I just got it right now. It says the Delta variant is more contagious than the original pandemic. Anyway, it's spreading fast between unvaccinated people. You can avoid it by getting vaccinated. So far, the vaccines have protected against all strains of CV-19. See more in the video above. So every single mutation and every single strain, rest assured, your magic shot will wipe that out. If you got anything else ailing you, just, the magic shot, take care of it. If you got a broken leg, magic shot. I mean, runny nose, magic shot. Allergies, hey, magic shot. Just go get it. That's what they're telling us. They're telling us no matter what you have, it'll cure it. So, hey, it's a cure-all. It's hard to watch a video with AT&T 3 words and it started buffering. Yeah, I know all about AT&T and how how their service is. It's not very reliable. I'm going to try to say your name, McCombs Kennel. I hope I got that right. I believe it would. Now don't take my word for it. I'm not a medical professional, so please, you'll have to just trial and error here. But if you ask any medical professional, anybody from the CDC in particular, they're going to say yes, most certainly. So just, you canned your first 3 jars today. Hey, I got some sitting here. I'm going to show you. This is one of our latest canning projects over here. I'm going to set it right here. Canning projects here. Yeah. This was canned last year, actually. So we haven't canned any. It was either early this year or late last year. We haven't canned any this year that I know of. This is homemade jam. This is strawberry. I think there's no more blueberry left because we ate it all. Blueberry was better. But we have strawberry and blueberry homemade home canned jam using our 24-quart Presto pressure canner that we found at Walmart. I actually gave one of those canners away last year during a giveaway. Yeah, these are all strawberry. We ate all the blueberry. And I like the blueberry better too. Everybody stole all my blueberry jam. Rude people. Very rude people. There they steal my jam. People. I am going to give you guys a tour of this little area here before this video is over. I do want to mention that pretty much everything in this vicinity that I've stacked in this particular area food-wise is stuff that was acquired because of you, because of the subscribers, the donations, all the help that I got from people on YouTube. Most of what you see here comes from you. So just a quick thank you and a tour of what's here. This is not my only area of food, so keep in mind this isn't all I have. I have quite a bit more. But yeah, my goal is to build the wall. So if I can get all these buckets that are I don't know why. I got 4 rows over there. If I can get them all the way up to the rafters, then I'll be doing good. And then I'll start more rows and start stacking them out and just fill the room with buckets until it's just me and a wall of buckets all around me. A couple buckets here for a table. That's the goal right there is buckets, buckets, buckets everywhere. The ones next to me, I have rice, I have flour, I have beans, pinto beans. I don't know. I have stuff. There's stuff in the buckets. Canned meats. Yes, we do have. We have canned chili before. I am going to get some chicken to can. I want to test canned chicken. I've never done it before, so I'm going to do it, and I plan to make a video of it. Probably watch Alaska Preppers videos on canning chicken before I do. There's another channel I watch for canning advice. That's Homesteading Family or Homestead Family. I can't remember if it's Homesteading or Homestead Family, but I will attempt to find the link for you here in just a minute and get it out there. Hard to find links because I don't have a mouse on these things. I'm recording without or broadcasting without a mouse. It's driving me insane. And yeah, this is kind of comfortable though. I have a crossbow sitting next to me. Yes, that is a real firearm. This was my father's 22. And yeah, it's a Marlin 22 long rifle. Hello, everybody. All right, so for basically this video or this live stream, I'm not really have much in the way of topics. I do want to apologize for not getting my Bible reading done yesterday. To be quite honest, I was just being really lazy. I didn't do nothing. I did absolutely nothing but lay around on the couch all day yesterday. It was refreshing, relaxing, restful. It was restful. Yeah. So I've been skimming news articles pretty much all day, just seeing what's new, what's current, if they're coming to bang down the door and take all my stuff yet. You watch news articles because they might actually tell you. No. Every time I look at the news, all I see is Trump. I mean, the guy hasn't been president for almost a year, the better part of a year so far. And yeah, still news articles, Trump, Trump, Trump. Oh, well, apparently he really is going to run 2024. Trump is definitely in the running. Trump easily wins CPAC 2024 GOP presidential nomination straw poll. Easily, they say. So it'll be an interesting thing. Where's the Doberman? It's that way. It's that way. I have it in another room, not barking out the windows like it was doing very loudly right before I started this video. So we had to take the dog somewhere else. Wonder why this one just doesn't look right. Maybe it's bad internet. Do I have a slow connection? Because I'm actually watching it in real time on one screen, and which is there, and I'm watching what you're seeing on the other screen because this is actually logged into a different account, and I can see things, but for some reason it just looks blurry on that screen. It's driving me insane. Trump's July 3rd rally was worth a listen. Okay, I will look that up and see if I can do that. Next week, new jobs are being started and scheduling changes obviously throughout my life, and I'm going to attempt to get videos up again. I really want to do a daily report video, a Grimm's daily report, something like that. And my intention is to do it in the evening times, to have it up by 10 p.m. to try to give news of the day, because frankly, my vehicles just are crap and I am stuck behind the desk not doing things. What kind of background are you looking? Well, just disabled and prepping. If you have my email, send me an email. I think I can help you out with that. Probably pretty easy. If not, I know somebody who can. And yeah, no charge. So yeah, send me an email. But it should be pretty easy just to overlay it over any type of background that you're looking for. Just make sure whatever background you want isn't copyrighted. So yeah, if you have something in mind, that is. There's news that the Alaskan pipeline is compromised because of permafrost. I'm going to look that up really quickly because that is definitely something to take note of, because that would affect our fuel prices even more than they already are. Fuel, from the time I put fuel in my, 13-gallon tank, my backup tank that I have in the shed, I think I paid like $2.78. I go back and watch the video, see how much it was. $2.78 per gallon, somewhere around along those lines, 270s per gallon. And now gas in my particular area is 325 per gallon. And that wasn't that long ago. So Alaska pipeline, yeah. Let's see. News. Yeah, I have too many devices. Here it is. Trouble in Alaska. Massive oil pipeline is threatened by thawing permafrost. This comes out of NBC News. Typed it into Google, came up really quickly. I just typed in Alaska pipeline and clicked the news button on my phone. And yeah, the slope of permafrost, where an 810-foot section of the pipeline is secured, has started to shift as it thaws, causing braces holding up the pipeline to twist and bend. Yeah, that would be a problem. So basically, I'm going to see if I can get the picture to focus. Probably not. Maybe. So that's the Alaska pipeline. I don't know if you can see it. And sorry for the light from the camera. That little round light is my camera. Basically, it's going up the side of a hill, and the permafrost under it. What permafrost is the ground is permanently frozen, is the basic idea of it. The ground is just a couple of inches deep. It's permanently frozen. So if that's thawing out, that's going to soften all the ground under this pipeline. This pipeline probably itself has a lot of weight to it, not to mention the oil running through it's going to weigh it down even more. This thing's going to sink. It's going to buckle these. Yeah, they're going to have to fix it, or we're not going to have a pipeline running through there very long. Yes, you may. Disabled and prepping, you can post whatever links you want. I don't mind. Any mod, that goes for all of you. Post any links you want. Yeah. Let's see. So if this shuts down, the Alaska pipeline is one of the world's largest oil pipelines, spans 800 miles through Alaska into Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Thawing permafrost threatens to undermine the supports holding it up at an elevated section of the pipeline, jeopardizing its structural integrity and raising the potential for an oil spill. That is obviously one concern there. The oil spill would damage the environment that place is running through. It would damage it for miles around it, not just in the local area. It would cause a lot of problems. Can you imagine how much oil's just spilling out of this thing if it breaks? I'm trying to get the numbers on how much oil's piped through this thing on a daily basis. And I'm sure the information is not in this news article. Let's see if I can find that information. Where's Wiki when you need it? There we go. It's 800 miles long, 48 inches diameter. Yeah, it's really not telling me how much. There's 11 pump stations. Obviously, you would need pump stations. I'll look it up later. But yeah, just imagine how much oil would be leaked out into the environment. That would be catastrophic for everybody. I did see another channel that I used to be associated with has gone live at the same time I did. So pushing these lives back, I'm thinking 9 p.m. I know, who else is it? See, Alaska Prepper is at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then at 6 p.m. Eastern, I was always doing the live, but another big channel was doing the live. I cannot remember the guy's channel name for some reason. And then at 8 p.m., Prepper Nurse 1 goes live. So I'm thinking of just pushing this back to 9 p.m. on Sundays. Let me know if that would work for anybody or be better for anybody or not. But it's probably going to happen anyway, just because everybody seems to want to take the 6 p.m. slot. Colorado Prepper Pack Rat, how is it going? They only prioritize the things that destroy the U.S. I agree. I don't think they're really trying that hard to destroy it. It's destroyed. It's gone. It's done. It's just the people that live here aren't really aware of it. The vast majority of people aren't aware that it's just done. There's no coming back from where we've been. We're never turning this around. It's done. It just is. And the people in charge, and I'm not just talking about, the guy who can't talk that's in front of the camera. I'm talking about the people in charge, anybody who gets the meaning there. These people want it gone. You cannot control a population of an entire planet unless you disarm them first. And you cannot disarm the United States unless you take it over first and just, yeah. So there's several ways to do it. Population control is one of their agendas. They are very much for population control. They want to reduce the population of the planet. And how are they going to do it? Who knows? Testing, I don't know, viruses maybe? That's a possibility. So, where are we at? Where's my clock? All right, I got 25 minutes left of this live stream. If anybody has questions, I will try to answer. If anybody has any more news articles to bring to my attention, I'm going to start doing a lot more of these and get some of this information put together, start editing videos again and getting them thrown up. I just got to see what the schedule is going to be like next week, so don't expect it next week, but the week following that, I will see what the best time for me to do recording is and get that online. Yeah, next week is going to be a schedule shift week for me, so we'll just see. I'm not really sure exactly how it's going to turn out, but I'll know next week. Yeah, I know Prepper Nerd has a TV guide up, and I don't think he has everybody on it, but he does have a TV guide for YouTubers in the prepping community, and he tells you when everybody does a live stream on those. And yeah, so I might just check that out and try to fit it in somewhere. Whatever time I do it, it'll be a surprise to you and me, so we'll get there. But yeah, for some reason the chat isn't working on this other screen. I thought something was missing. Let's try it this way. Go away there, come back, reload. There we go. These screens and this desk is rattling. And I have a bucket right here. But yeah, I am going to show you a quick tour of what I have sitting behind me. This is just some of the stuff. I'll try to go over where I got it. I need coffee first. I'm going to attempt to move this camera around. This is not going to be the easiest task. So, yeah, wish me luck. Well, Susie, I was always doing the 6 p.m. slots on Sunday for Eastern time, but it seems that there's just so many other people doing it right now. And 6 p.m. is kind of rough for me because it's dinner time. And yeah, so it would be better just to do it either earlier or later. And earlier, I don't know. I just have to really see what the new schedule is going to be next week, and we'll find out. All right, so I got to move the chair to see. Maybe I can just slide the chair under here. So, yeah, don't fall. Don't fall. Stay there. All right. Now I'm going to try to move the camera and just give you a quick tour here of all the stuff. Now, those are all food buckets, all of them. There's rice in some, beans in some, whatever. This is the canning jars I already showed you. Those are some cases of Mountain House meals. This is random beans and pasta and things that are just in there. 10 gallons of water down there. That's a 30-pound, I think it was a 25-pound bag of jasmine rice, 25 pounds that we're actually using. That's why it's open in there. And yes, this is my secondary wall of corn, green beans, coconut oil, tomatoes, diced tomatoes, various other things in there. And yeah, let's see if I can get this camera back to where I had it. Somewhere in there. Maybe it was in there. Maybe it was that way. I don't know. It was around here somewhere. So, yeah. And just another note, that stuff really did come from YouTube. From all the donations and all the people just helping me out. And there was more of it, but I've used some of it. And there are a lot more open cans that are on shelves in pantries and in closets and in sheds and other things. There's a lot more buckets around here somewhere too. Yeah. But if it wasn't for YouTube, I would not have the extras that you see around me. Now, for my family, everything you see here is about 2 months supply of food. Maybe 2 months, and that's if we're rationing it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going back through comments. Can some bacon tomorrow. I do have some canned bacon. I'll never eat it, though. I'm saving it for barter. I also have some baked beans somewhere around here, a couple cases of them that are full of bacon as well that I'll never eat, and I will use them for barter. Or once the eggs get close, I will just donate them to the local food pantry. One of the two. Depends on if SHTF happens before they start to expire. But I will not eat the pork products in them. But I hear bacon is really easy to can. I'm going to call what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, I'm going to call the local butcher. I have got to find some beef bacon. I've got to. And then I got to see if I can some beef bacon once I do find it. Linda Cook, yes, we were just talking about Australia lockdowns, and I do have some news articles, and I didn't finish reading it because I got distracted by something. So, where did they go? Basically, the news article is talking about Australian lockdowns and basically how much of a fraud it is. I can't really say much about it, that particular topic. You cannot talk about viruses and pandemics and things on these live streams anymore. They just shut down the live stream and then give you a channel strike and shut you down for a week, and eventually they just ban your channel. So you just can't do it. Yeah. So coffee. And yeah, Australian lockdowns are really intense. I mean, they are intense. The things they are doing to the people. Here we go. I'm trying to pull up some of the articles. Sydney faces CV lockdown extensions. They're saying they have record cases of infected here in 2021. Record-breaking cases, like how many they have. As of July 8th, 2021, there's a huge outbreak again, is what they're saying. And they have locked them down. As of July 9th, Australian authorities on Friday pleaded with Sydney's 5 million residents to stay at home, warning a 3-week lockdown may be extended as they struggle to control another outbreak, with the city reporting its biggest rise in cases in 2021. Hundreds of extra police patrolled parts of Sydney to enforce the city's lockdown orders imposed to stamp out an outbreak of highly infectious Delta variant, which now has a total of more than 400 cases. The lockdowns they are including is like an hour out of your home per day, only to do something essential like go to a grocery store or something like that. Most of their jobs have been closed down. Restaurants are still shut down. Australia is really locked down. I mean, locked down like prisoners. They're prisoners, what they are. All right, moving into more news. Someone asked, what about the lockdown in Germany? And yeah, there is a lot of anti-lockdown protests going on in Germany right now. News is hard to find here on this, actually. Australian news for me is really easy to find because I've done it quite a bit. If you go to rebelnews.com, you'll find a section there for Australian news, and it is a reliable news source that doesn't spew out propaganda like all of mainstream media. And yeah, it seems like the Delta variant is spreading around Germany as well. They're not saying too much about it. News in some other countries is really hard to find, actually. So it's hard to get places like Australia, just to use them as the primary example. Their news services are just as locked down as their citizens. There are certain things they can and can't say. It's very similar to what is happening here on YouTube for all YouTubers. It's very difficult to say things that need to be said or say what you want to say about certain topics. It just can't be said or they will shut you down. It's just how it is now. First Amendment does not apply to YouTube. It does not apply. According to a federal judge in the federal government, the First Amendment does not apply for any social media content. That includes YouTube, that includes Facebook. And in case you're wondering, the First Amendment is the freedom of speech, among other things, to say whatever you want. You cannot do that on this platform as per their terms of service. They will not allow you to speak truth on YouTube. You can't do it unless you do it in creative ways. Now, there are a few of us that have gotten really creative with speaking the truth. If you go back and find my Gremlin news videos, you will see what I mean, because I can say a lot of things in those videos and it's said in a way that it doesn't seem like I'm against it. So sarcasm is your friend if you're a YouTuber trying to talk about anything right about now. I heard Germany in some city, the grid was hacked. Let's see. Germany news. Cyber attack. Let's just get more specific here. Rural German district declares disaster after a cyber attack. Cyber attacks have really ramped up this year, haven't they? We're hearing about them about once a month. The U.S. has had its share of cyber attacks. A lot of other countries are seeing cyber attacks. They're happening now in Germany, which to me is just an obvious thing. China has built the biggest, fastest computer ever built that makes your personal computer and your phone look like a calculator from 1970. These things are, they can do things that you would not believe. Let's just put it that way. China has the biggest, baddest, fastest computer ever made. It's a quantum computer. And ever since the announcement that that computer was online and working, we've started seeing all these random cyber attacks. Now, you could get into the conspiracy theories of AI, artificial intelligence, and the computer becoming alive and turning this into Terminator and blah, 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 blah. I'm not doing that. That's not what I do. But realistically speaking, if China, with their really big, bad computer, decided they wanted to shut some things down, who's to stop them? Google previously had the biggest, baddest computer. Google had a quantum computer that was the fastest thing on Earth. And I can't remember the numbers, but it was billions of times faster than your home personal computer or your phone device, whatever you're using. Billions of times faster. And the Chinese quantum computer is trillions of times faster than that. So, I mean, it's common sense in my brain that they're obviously, at least in part, responsible for some of these cyber attacks. Yeah, I agree. Smoke and shadows to hide what's really coming. I agree completely. Hmm. Let's see. So cyber attacks is one thing that we really do have to worry about. Somebody, I believe it was Alaska Prepper, posted a video. What would really what was it? Alaska Prepper? I don't know. One of the other channels posted a video about what would really happen if the grid went down or if the internet stopped working. That's what it was. If the internet just shut down in a day. And the extent of things that are controlled in our just our day-to-day lives, our power grid, our water, our sewage, our trash, everything we do pretty much has everything has some kind of computer hooked to it, or it is run by a computer, or its information is stored by a computer. These computers control everything. This has been done since the early 2020s when computers really took over absolutely every aspect. There were certain things that were done previous to that, but since 2020, the majority of every system, including government controlled weaponry, including your water supply, your power grid, everything is run, managed, or saved to a device. And what happens if somebody has a powerful enough computer or whatever, and they just decide to push the button? They shut it down. Now, obviously, they can shut down internet locally in a lot of places. They have satellite backups. This information is stored in random places. Yeah. But if it just shut down, if we could no longer communicate with the internet, our whole way of living would change. People would die because of no internet. Not just because of lack of something they needed, but there's a lot of people that are so addicted to these things that without it, they would just, they would do the thing. It's sad to say, but it happens. It happens. I've seen a news article. It was actually a video. I think it was coming out of Texas during the Texas freeze they had, where it completely destroyed a lot of their grid, really. I seen a video of a woman. She was in a gas station. It was flooded. And there was a sign outside that said that, they had free cell phone charging stations or whatever. And it was like a truck stop. And this woman was irate because she could not charge her phone. The power was out. She was irate. Let's see. The server timed out. No connection. My power. Oh, really? My tablet just went offline. That's what it is. It wasn't. I thought my computer had shut down and kicked me offline. But no, it was just the tablet. But yeah, this woman went into this truck stop irate because she couldn't charge her phone because the power was offline. Now, they had a sign outside that said, yeah, phone charging stations. And she was irately arguing with this clerk at this, place that there's a sign outside so that she has to charge her phone and you're going to let her charge her phone right now. He's like, there is no electricity. You can't, but you have to let me charge my phone. Right. She was irate. She was having a mental breakdown because she couldn't use her device. Insanity. And these are the people that I refer to as zombies because they really are. Um, 3/4 pints for single serve veggies. Now, one tip if you're canning things like jam and fruits, one tip for everybody doing so: if you can frozen fruits and frozen vegetables, go to your local grocery store, buy the bags of frozen fruits and vegetables. You want to can those. Those things are what they refer to as flash frozen. They put them in an extremely cold, whatever it is, it freezes them extremely quickly. They do this because these fruits and vegetables that they are freezing are about to expire. They're as ripe as they're going to get. They're about to go bad. We're talking by tomorrow, they're going to go bad. So they flash freeze these and then they bag them and they sell them as frozen fruits and vegetables. Now, if you take your frozen fruits and vegetables, they're already very ripe, thaw them out, you can them. When canning things, the general rule of canning fruits and vegetables is it needs to be ripe. It needs to be soft, easier to deal with, handle. And this isn't every fruit and vegetable, obviously, but this is the majority of your fruits and vegetables. You want them to be very ripe. So if you buy the frozen bags, say they go on sale at wherever you shop, if they're on sale, get a few of them. Try your hand out at canning. Canning fruits and vegetables is probably not the easiest, but it's the safest thing to do, because when you're canning meats, you have the potential for it to go wrong. You get salmonella, you end up getting sick off of that. You have to be very careful when canning things. But fruits and vegetables, you can tell very quickly if there's something wrong with it. Just when you open it, if it didn't seal right, you'll know. But yeah, it's less likely to kill you if you eat a bad strawberry than a bad piece of chicken. So keep that in mind. Yeah, we'd lose a lot of millennials if the internet shut down. Yeah, probably very right about that. That's funny. Snowflakes, that's what I call those. Those are snowflakes. We have zombies and snowflakes. I really just need to make a video. I used to do the you might be a prepper videos. Now I'm thinking you might be a snowflake video. Just piece something together just for my own entertainment. That's really the only reason I ever made any of those videos, was to entertain myself, which I'm good at. So yeah, I might just do one of those. All right, we are doing better on the thumbs up than we are the thumbs down. Right now, it's a race right now. So we are at 30 thumbs up and 25 thumbs down. So, let's see who wins. I'm very curious at the end of these live streams who wins the thumbs up versus the thumbs down. And what really entertains me the most about it is that at least 25 people clicked on this video just to click the thumbs down before they left. Because, most of them probably realized they couldn't troll me unless they were subscribed for at least 20 minutes. So that has actually saved a lot of trolls. I'm going to have to turn that off if I want to feed the trolls. That's disappointing. So, yeah. Yeah, canning potatoes is something I am definitely looking to do as well, but I still have to grow my potatoes. My garden didn't go up at all this year. It was a sad state of affairs that just didn't have time to do it, and I don't have the money to fill the buckets with dirt is my biggest problem currently. Dirt is expensive, and I can't just dig it up where I'm currently at. I could just dig it up where I don't think the people around me would like that very much. Tell them I'm putting in a swimming pool. That would, yeah, maybe that would convince them. Uh, Cameron Gizzy, no. If you hit the thumbs up again, it just takes away your thumbs up, so it doesn't help at all. The thumbs down, there's a lot of people that say, Google's algorithm, when you hit the thumbs down, it is detrimental to your channel being shared. And that's just not true. That's not how their algorithm works. I would probably go nuts without internet personally. Right now, I don't really have much else to do but to, start putting together things. But I am intending on going outside and doing some builds. Try not to give it away. Let's see. How can I? Basically, a water catch build that I need some supplies to do it though. I need some wood. Wood is expensive. Some pallets would do. Maybe grab some pallets if I can find any for free. I know some places give away broken pallets. Some warehouses. I think I read somewhere that local restaurants and bars sometimes give away pallets. They just want them gone, so they throw them away. A dehydrator is a thing I have not acquired yet. I really do need a dehydrator. I do. Yeah, I know the feeling. No dirt. There's lots of dirt around me. I'm not in the middle of a city, but I just can't start digging up the neighbor's yard because they would be unhappy about that. Well, it depends on what time of day I did it, I guess. I mean, maybe if they just woke up one morning and there was a giant hole in their yard, they wouldn't. They'd probably still be unhappy about it. Come to think about it, but they wouldn't be unhappy at me about it. But yeah, I'm not digging up the neighbor's yard. Frozen veggies in a dehydrator. Now that's a good idea. Also, frozen veggies would do really well in a dehydrator. The Excalibur dehydrator is awesome. I will look up the. I think I have a list somewhere of the dehydrators that I had previously were watching reviews on which one I wanted to get, but not currently in the budget at all. Yeah, YouTube was doing well. YouTube was doing well. Not anymore. New jobs next week. Hopefully that works out. And yeah, about a month, hopefully a month before I have another vehicle. And with the other vehicle, I'm going to increase the workload as well. So, yeah, make it look like an animal did it. Like what a pack of dogs dug about 5 yards of dirt out of the neighbor's yard. Yeah, that would be interesting. Just have my dog go out there and start digging in the hole so it looks like paw prints are all over it. Must have been the wild dogs. Hmm. I will definitely look it up. Let's see, Excalibur dehydrator. I'm going to run this for about 4 minutes, and then I'm going to set up the Patreon and Gremlin Pack live stream. That one's not going to run as long as this one, probably run 20, 30 minutes. And I'm going to go over some of the stuff that's sitting on this table because I have stuff. I have stuff sitting on this table. And yeah, I'm going to go over it with Patreon. And the Gremlin Nation. I renamed that to Gremlin Nation. I forgot. And didn't I see somebody join that thing? Let me scroll up. I think I missed. There it was. MCM, thank you for joining the Gremlin Nation. Yeah, it's been a while since I seen that for sure. So thank you. I do appreciate that. I got to pay attention to these. I knew I missed something and I was supposed to talk about it, and then I completely got distracted with my lips flapping. This right here, right next to me, if you can see this, you probably can't. Let me turn the camera. Come here, camera. Turn. Okay. Yeah, that's the microphone. Move, Mike. This right here is not food. This is actually water in these two buckets. These buckets are attached to each other, and there are Berkey water filters in here. Two of them. There's a spout down here that's blocking. That's a spout. And yeah, there's actually water in it right now. It's not full, so fortunately, it's easy to move. But that is a homemade Berkey water filtration system. Video for that is somewhere on my channel. It's in a playlist under food, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Also, a couple other places you can see builds for these Berkey systems are Alaska Prepper has one. His is a lot longer than mine, but another good place is Homestead also has another one of these up, a video of how to build one of these things. Basically, a Berkey water system will run you anywhere between $200 and $500. This is a less than $100 same system. Holds more too. So yeah, something to look into. The dog is in the other room sleeping. I'm not going to get the dog in this particular one. I'll get the dog in the next live stream. Being that he's such a star, I'm going to get him a Grim Survival hoodie, and I'm just going to let him. I'll just do a whole live stream of just the dog. Just make him sit and see if he remembers how to sit, lay down, and tell you all the stupid things he's done in his life. Like that one time he ate my underwear whole, swallowed them, and had to have surgery. But anyway, yeah, that'll be an interesting video. All right, about a minute from shutting this down. It's going to take me 2 or 3 minutes to set up the live stream for Patreon and get it shared on Patreon and get it set up for the Gremlin Nation. So bear with me for that one. There are certain types of videos and certain content I just don't want to put up on YouTube. It usually involves something like this, so I just don't like it being on YouTube for every single troll to see what I have. But hey, if the trolls want to pay to see what I have, they're more than welcome to do that. Yeah, why not? Why not? And yeah, it is dinner time for the dog as well. Just do a dog live stream. Everybody want to see a dog live stream? I'll try to throw that up sometime in the middle of the week. Just a live stream. I'll set him in the chair. I'll pick him up. I'll set him in the chair, and I'll just Yeah, see how long he'll stay there before he jumps down, or I don't know, people get sick of staring at him, or he starts, I don't know, eating things off my desk. That'll be fun. That will be really entertaining. Let's see if I can bolt this table to the floor before I let the dog in the chair, too, because the dog, he's a klutz. He'll trample everything. Well, if send me an email real quick, I'll send you the link to it. I don't mind sending you the link. Mods, if you are not a member of the Gremlin Pack or Patreon for whatever reason, send me an email. Oh, yeah, I think that's the easiest way I'm going to be able to send you a link currently. My Discord went off, and that's a long story on how that happened. Interesting. So, yeah, I made another one, but I haven't told anybody about it yet. But yeah, thanks for watching. I know I haven't talked much about anything in this live stream. Yeah, I haven't. I will get more information gathered for the next live stream and the future videos. I'm going to start putting, my email is not down there anymore. It's grimsurvival2@gmail.com. If you can't find it, if for some reason you need it, it's on the older videos. I removed it because I was just tired of some of the emails I was getting. And I left all of my my Patreons there, my Teespring. I forgot I had a Teespring. Yeah, there's still shirts there. My PayPal, Cash App, all that stuff is still active, and Grindstone Ministry is still in my description and will always be, unless they shut it down for some odd reason. And no, I am not affiliated with them whatsoever. I don't even think they know I exist, but their link is going to be there anyway. But thank you guys for supporting me, for being here. I really do appreciate everything YouTube has done for me, which includes all of this. And remember, if you want to show support for the channel, the links are in the description. I will see the Gremlin Nation over on that live stream in just a few minutes. And if you are on my Patreon, watch for the post. It will be a link to that posted there momentarily. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Wonder how I shut down this live stream over here. Oh, yeah, there's the button. Laptops. I don't like laptops.